I offer my respectful obeisances to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, and to all of you. Welcome to the Japa Circle. Before we start, I'd like to just hear from somebody why you're here. Why did you take the trouble to get ready and get ready for japa this morning?
In fact, go ahead.
No, Gandharvika Mataji, after you.
I was just feeling like a chakora bird waiting for this session, Prabhu, because without association, chanting always feels like austerity. But when we see others chanting, I become very enthused, and also see others assembling at the same time. I get more enthusiasm and eagerness, and my faith becomes strengthened by this chanting early in the morning with other devotees.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you very much. Shraddha, you were going to say?
Yeah, I was going to say ditto. And then also I like the regimentation of, make sure that you are there because others are also going to be there.
Okay, nice. Anyone else? Why are we chanting? I mean, why are you chanting? That's what I want to know.
Helps me.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj. Okay.
Go ahead, Mataji.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam. Maharaj, I really look forward to this Saturday session with great eagerness. I get ready so that I'll be there at 7 o'clock to see this, because this is the multivitamin booster that I get every week. I do my chanting all the other days also, but then this is the corrective thing that happens to me. This is the correction. So if I don't get this correction this week, my next week will not be so enthusiastic. So I really look forward for this session. It helps me in most of the ways. It tells me the mistakes or the fall pits that I'm falling into, and it gives a lot of energy that I can carry for the next week.
Thank you very much. One other devotee was going to share.
I was just going to say that.
Sukeshwari.
Yeah, I was also going to say it's like a tonic for the whole week. But the most important point was it helps me make right choices all through the day. I don't waste time when I finish my chanting in the morning. I'm very vigilant about what is the next thing that I have to finish, and make sure it's Krishna conscious all day. When I don't do my chanting in the morning, I'm like all over the place.
Kautukarnava, why repeat some phrase over and over again anyway? What is the purpose behind this?
Guru Maharaj, from the fear of getting bombarded when you go out.
So, apana samsritin goran yanama vivishogrinan tato sadya mucheta yabhibheti swayambayam. The Bhagavatam recommends that we take shelter of the holy name because of the fearful nature of the material world. And that fear personified, if you can imagine such a thing, maybe you can during this time of COVID, is afraid of the holy name. And for those of us who are somehow or other, we ended up here on this planet during this time, we're very fortunate because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very clearly delineated the process for the Kali Yuga that we're in. And he gave it to us in a way that there's no equivocation. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama eva kevalam, kalona stevana stevana stevagattiranyata. 3 times. Do this, do this, do this. Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. Don't do anything else. So we can take shelter of that. It is a fearful situation being in the material world. It's just natural. But we can become free from all fear and from all danger. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says at the end of his song, when he's singing about Radha Krishna Bobo, he says that all fear dissipates when you take shelter of the names of Radha and Krishna. So this is the right place to be. It's the right yajna. And if we fix ourselves in this discipline every day, very strictly, chanting at least 16 rounds, and really taking shelter of the sound vibration of the holy name, then every facility that we need for advancing in spiritual life will be manifest in our life. What to speak of having a balanced life in this material world as well. So let's first start with saying the Panchatattva mantra, taking shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates. And then we'll go into chanting this most sublime of all mantras, the Hare Kṛṣṇa Maha Mantra together. Is everybody ready? Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna. So I was listening to Srila Prabhupada this morning, and he was saying that living entities in the material world invent various philosophies to deny the existence of God. And he said the reason that they do that is because they want to be independent and do whatever they wish to do without following any restrictive measures while in this material body. And if I admit that there is an Ishvara, then I'll have to also follow the instructions. And conditioned soul doesn't want to do that. So when chanting, we're admitting over and over again, there is an Ishvara, there is an Ishvara, there is an Ishvara, I'm his servant, I'm his servant, I'm his servant, there is an Ishvara, there is an Ishvara, I'm his servant, and that's why it feels so good. Because when we are in denial, which is the material world, is a huge pool of denial and many, many coverings of denial, many ways to deny the existence of our Ishvara, our master. So when we finally admit, okay, I have a master, his name is Krishna, and I'm surrendering, even imperfectly I'm surrendering, but I'm surrendering, so I'm saying his name over and over and over again. Then it feels so good because it's a release after billions of lifetimes of denying. I'm finally admitting. And then the heart just opens more and more to this admission that I'm a servant. It feels so good. And the other point is that the mind harasses us because the mind is the ultimate micromanager. When the mind's influenced by ahankar, false ego, thinks I have to fix everything. And therefore is always trying to control the atmosphere so that it becomes the center stage. It's like tiny little children, they won't let their parents go on the telephone because as soon as they see parents on the telephone, I'm not getting the attention. They start to scream. A mother starts to have a conversation, the child wants to cover her mouth because no, you talk about me, you look at me, and the false ego is like that. It's like a little baby has to have all the attention coming his or her way and control the atmosphere. So everything's pointing back towards me. So when we're able to give up that stake, that micromanagement, and say, Ananyas chintayantamam ye jana paripasate, tesham nityabdyuktanam yogic shemam mahamyaham. Let Krishna be the controller. And he'll do it better than me. And I don't have to micromanage everything. I just have to remember Krishna, do my job, which is to serve him and do what he says. And all other things will be adjusted properly. So let's hear a few realizations that you're having. Especially, you could say why you're chanting. What is the reason you're doing this? Is it a ritual? Are you have some well-reasoned philosophy behind why you're actually doing this? Because somebody from the outside might say, you're wasting your time. You're just saying the same thing over and over and over again. So defend yourself to say why you're doing it, please.
Hare Kṛṣṇa, March.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
The reason I'm chanting is because this world is a very difficult place. And, the troubles are on the way. And so I'm just getting ready, embracing myself. Because otherwise the day is going to really be very, very difficult to go through.
So it sounds like you're saying that you're taking shelter of the holy name. You're finding some shelter and protection from chanting. It helps you to go through the difficulties, the complexities of life. Is that correct?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Good
Helps
for you.
Meet them nicely and respond to the challenges.
Thank you very much, Sri Madhava Mahotsava Prabhu. Why else are you all chanting?
I'm chanting because my material life didn't work out and all I
Hi, my name is Vaisesika Dasa, and my material life didn't work out. So, is this working out?
Yes.
What about it? What element do you find that's working?
Well, I don't feel so alone. I know that now I have a goal of loving Krishna, and that means a lot to me to have someone perfect that I can serve, that's always with me.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Lord Chaitanya said, Prema Pumarto Mahan, have the ultimate goal of life, to be loving Krishna. And if we follow that goal of Lord Chaitanya, then everything else will be adjusted and nice. It will be perfectly adjusted in our life, in our lives. Okay, what else?
Hare
Why are you
Krishna,
doing
Guru
this?
Maharaj.
Okay. Dhanavari and then Shraddha, go ahead.
Okay, please accept my humble obeisances. Jai Srila Prabhupada. I enjoy chanting because I have so many reasons, but few reasons. One of the main reason is because my ego and my six ripus, my six enemies within myself gets too much hard to handle, and I get peace and I get good perspective, and I chant and I feel like somebody, I'm close to some superpower, and that guides me and that keeps my senses in control, and I can function better in material life, and I get happiness and peace.
Very good, Dhanavari.
Thank
Now,
you.
before Shraddha speaks, I want Monisha to give a verse, thinking as a doctor. Why is it that Dhanavari is getting these results from the chanting? You prove from Shastra by giving a verse that shows why she's feeling fortified by chanting.
Bhaktaram Yajatapasam, that verse, Shreya actually helped me with that one. Oh, and Maharaji said Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayat Yasuvayagam Gyanachai Ahaitakam.
Which means that when you do devotional service, there are residual benefits. Jnana and vairagya. Yeah, vairagya means you're no longer overheated about the material world. This ragya, being attached to everything. It's just falls away. It's like, who needs it? I got something better. And jnana means he's like, oh, I'm wise. I actually feel wisdom. I see that I'm sitting here in this body. I'm biding my time. I'm following the spiritual master, and I'm on my way back to Godhead. What is the difficulty? And I'm not that heart beating or the stomach digesting. I'm some other entity. I get jnana and vairagya. Very good, Monisha. Excellent. Well done. Shraddha.
Thank you, Maharaj. So I was just thinking, I was thinking about Subhadra Mataji's comment on my mature life didn't work out, and you also said that the mind is a micromanager. This was very, very true. So I was just thinking that we come to this group and it almost sounded like a Micromanagers Anonymous, when you said I'm Vaisesika Dasa. Can do that. There was a nice verse that comes to my mind. That's from Srimad Bhagavatam. It says, "Etāṁ nirvidyamananam ichchitam akuto bhayam yoginam nipranirnanam Hare Rama kirtanam." So it says that if you chant the holy names of the Lord according to how the the great sages etc. chant, then that is really without any doubt. This is the way that you will get success without fearing anything along the way. And this is for both, those who have got material desires and those who are, not having any material desire because they have faith in the transcendental.
Yes. Micromanagers Anonymous. Okay. Let's see. We have Manjula Kanta said the ultimate thermostat of our lives, our ego, always keeping the temperature on me. And material life didn't work out for me, so I chant. And okay, and somebody else was in the Zoom room. Who is that? Shyamalungi?
Yes, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.
So when you said, why you chant, so that we recently read the Namashtakam verse in this, in another session. That came to my mind, that verse which says, that he has the whole, like you have two forms, Krishna and the holy name, but the holy name is more merciful. So that, it always gives me a lot of hope, because even if I commit some offenses, even if I'm sometimes disrespectful, it will still bring bliss and lead me to devotional service. So that always comes, and it gives me a lot of faith. So somehow, I'm very fortunate that I'm able to bring me here and chant with all the devotees.
It's very nice. Thank you for that realization. And the holy name is an avatar. Avatar means our friend who comes down to get us. And the holy name really takes us by the hand. We need a friend in this world to hold us by the hand and to take us out. We can't fend for ourselves here in this world. We're overwhelmed. Daivī guṇa-mayī māyā duratyayā māyām prapadyante māyām etāṁ taranti. And when this surrender is actually sweet surrender, it means accept the Lord's hand. He's holding it out, especially through his name. And if I just grab on, say, Krishna, I can't do this by myself. Please allow me to accept your merciful hand to pull me out of this material world. And that's exactly how he comes as a holy name, to save us. So I want to point out too that, we don't just have to chant during japa, but keep the holy name always close to us throughout the day. Keep the vibration going as much as possible, in between, after, during, when you wake up in the morning, when you wake up at night, say Hare Kṛṣṇa. Always Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada had a godbrother, Akinchana Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, whom he liked very much. He loved him. And when he'd come, they'd sit together for hours and talk. And Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj, he only chanted Hare Kṛṣṇa. I mean, very few words he spoke. He would chant shlokas and he would chant Hare Kṛṣṇa constantly. And this is the prerogative of a soul ready to go back to Godhead, is just say, hey, it didn't work out. So I tried for a few trillion lifetimes. It didn't work. So no problem. Let me just take shelter of a different course now. Shrisha, were you going to say something? Mataji?
Hare Kṛṣṇa, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam, Jai Srila
Hari Bol.
I just want to share why I am chanting. By devotee's mercy, I just got to know about this school, Krishna Conscious School. I just joined. By teachers and my mentors, that I got to know the ultimate goal of life. Even though I'm not relishing or enjoying the chanting, I'm doing this homework, as they said. Through every day, do this homework of service. You can one day you can slowly develop your relationship to Krishna. That's why I'm trying to do my homework every day. And every day if I submit my 16 rounds, I feel so satisfied. Something I achieved. Oh, I'm done. My job done. I want to do more. Like that, I started chanting. Thank you.
Yes, this is called Shraddha. So Rupa Goswami explains that Shraddha begins with faith in the order of Shastra and the Guru. And Yashaika, so the bhayam dvitiya binibeshatasya ishad apetasya viparyo smriti tanmayatam buddha abhajatam bhakyaika yesham guru devatatma. One has one pointed attention on the order of Guru and Shastra. So in the beginning, faith means full faith in Shastra, full faith in the order of the Guru. Whether we have taste or not, that's another thing. But we have full faith that if I follow this order, then it will lead me to the right place and take shelter in that. So this is the way one advances in devotional service, is developing this faith more and more. I'm going to read you just a, oh yes, please, go ahead.
Hare Kṛṣṇa Maharaj, thank you for bringing this up. I also was thinking that one of the reasons I was chanting is because I promised my Guru Maharaj that I will do 16 rounds of chanting at least. So yeah, I was thinking about that.
So devotee comes from Latin, devoto. And that voto means to make a vow. So a devotee is somebody who makes a vow, and a good devotee is a person who makes a vow and keeps it. And so this is a very powerful point if we follow the authority. Bejare muniyotagre bhagavan tamadhoksajam sadvam vishudham shemaya kalpante yintaniha. We follow the previous liberated souls, the acharyas, by following their method. So we make a vow to follow. They say, here, do it like this. And we say, I vow to follow like that. That locks us in to the process, so much so that even if we're not liberated, we become liberated by dint of our following their vow. And we also get the same result that they have gotten, which is to be beyond the three modes of material nature and to also love Krishna. So we can follow in the footsteps. And I'm going to complete this session by reading Prabhupada's advice about always chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. Simply chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. Simply chant the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra without offenses. Simply chanting the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra without offenses vanquishes all sinful activities. Thus, pure devotional service, which is the cause of love of Godhead, becomes manifest. One cannot, purport, be situated in the devotional service of the Lord unless one is free from sinful life. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Yesham tantakatam papam jananam punya karmanam chidvandva mohanir mukta bhajanti mam dritavrta. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life, and whose sinful actions are completely eradicated, are freed from the duality of delusion, and they engage themselves in my service with determination. A person who is already cleansed of all tinges of sinful life engages without deviation or duality of purpose in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. In this age, although people are greatly sinful, simply chanting the Hare Kṛṣṇa Mahamantra can relieve them from the reactions of their sins. Eka Krishna Name. Only by chanting Krishna's name is this possible. Eka Krishna Name. This is confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam. Kirtana Deva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has also taught us this. While passing on the road, he used to chant, Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rakshamam. Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava, Krishna Keshava Pahi Mam. If one always chants the holy name of Krishna, gradually one is freed from all reactions of sinful life, provided he chants offenselessly and does not commit more sinful activities on the strength of chanting the Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra. In this way, one is purified, and his devotional service causes the arousal of his dormant love of God. If one simply chants the Hare Kṛṣṇa mantra and does not commit sinful activities and offenses, one's life is purified, and thus one comes to this fifth stage of perfection, or an engagement in the loving services of the Lord, prema pumartomahan. So our international devotional community is held together by the holy name. Everything rests on the holy name. All advancement comes from chanting the holy name. And in our local community, our power comes from chanting the holy name. So feel free to invest yourself in this chanting with full attention and put your whole heart into it. Perfect the chanting. Do whatever you have to do. Get the association of others to help you pull you across the finish line every day to finish your 16 rounds. Invent ways to keep out the noise from the outside world to finish your rounds. And guaranteed, just by that one process, you'll become not just a great soul, but a celebrated personality in this world, one who defeated death and went back home, back to Godhead with the holy names on his or her lips. So let us again rededicate ourselves to this most sublime process of chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, if you so desire, please give us determination to fully embrace the process of chanting the Hare Kṛṣṇa Maha Mantra, the Panchatattva Maha Mantra, and always keep our minds engaged in thinking of your names and our lips engaged in chanting your names. And may we spread it all over the world with great adroitness. Thank you very much for considering our request. Everyone who agrees with this prayer, in part or in whole, please unmute and say Hari Bol.
Hari
Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol. Hare Kṛṣṇa. I'll see you in a few minutes. Hare Kṛṣṇa.
Hare Kṛṣṇa.